So only 1 in 4 South Africans have ever actually used AI. And when I say this, I don't mean used it properly. I just mean used it. Now, this is a stat that was measured by Microsoft. But why is this relevant? You see, the gap between you and the top 1% of AI users in this country is a lot smaller than you think. And that means that there's nothing stopping you from being in that group. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. Become one of the 1% users of AI in South Africa. Whether you use that to get a promotion at your job, whether you're going to use it to even start a business with AI. And to show you how to do this, I'm going to take an idea, a rough idea of something that I want to build, and use that same idea to show you live how to use AI the right way. Not simply for writing emails or for getting some to-do list from a chatbot. And with all that said, let's get straight into it. Okay, so before anything, you're going to need to pick a model. And this is basically the AI that you're going to be using as your sort of bread and butter. And you've got a lot of options here. You've got ChatGPT, which is the one everyone knows, solid all-rounder. You've got Gemini, which is also very good, as by Google. You've got DeepSeek, you've got Perplexity. Look, you have a lot to use. But for this particular video, I'm actually going to recommend you use Claude by Anthropic. And the reason why is because, well, Anthropic has created this sort of ecosystem of products, of AI products within your company, where you can literally use Claude chatbot for maybe your thinking and reasoning and refining your ideas. You can use Claude Design to design and prototype extremely quickly an idea you have in your mind, and then Claude Code to build out what you want to do, so build your idea and bring it to life. And then Claude Code, where you basically have an AI agent running locally on your computer doing tasks for you. So your goal isn't to simply just chat with AI, but to build stuff, which I'm hoping is the reason why you're watching this video. If you actually want to get good with AI, you're going to want to benefit off of that ecosystem. That's what makes the difference with using AI in the most efficient way. Okay, so that's step 0. You've picked your model, and now you need a framework to go about how to actually, build with this stuff. And I call the framework Ideate. 4 moves here. So you've got Ideate, you've got Design, you've got Engineer, and Automate. Every single thing that I've built and sold with AI has started from that specific framework. It all starts with a rough thought that I take through these different steps. And the best way to show you how to do it is to actually just show you live. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So to showcase the framework, I came up with an idea to create a scroll-driven website for a luxury real estate company. It's some property that's situated somewhere in Cape Town, I don't know, Clifton, that type of area. And yeah, I'm basically going to build that out in front of you. So from inception of the idea to actual building of the idea and having a product in front of you. And well, you can actually just see what we built in front of the screen as you see here. Which is a very nice website that we managed to build with Claude. And yeah, then with all that said, let's get straight into doing it. Okay, so first move in the framework is obviously Ideate, right? We want to take our idea and refine it. Before we design and build anything, we want to take that rough idea we have and just build it out properly in the Claude chat interface, which is where I am right now. And you also need to be careful in the way you prompt it. So you want to prompt it in a natural way, not necessarily just putting everything in one single go into one prompt. Usually you run out of control as to how you're directing Claude when you do that. It's still okay, right? But you sort of run out of leeway and direction as to, okay, I want Claude to go in this specific way. So using multiple prompts that are guiding it towards thinking a specific way is usually a good way that I go about it. As you see with the prompts that I have here. And a good framework for prompting that you can use as well is BRAAI. Yes, I named it BRAAI for a reason. So it's basically the background, right? The situation, the context, what's actually at stake, role, who do you need it to be? Does it have to be a brand designer? Does it have to be a skeptical buyer? Assets, references, examples, the actual material that you're working with. And then ask exactly who you want back. Iterate obviously as the last one. The first answer is a draft, not a verdict, okay? So you want to push back on it and make it argue with you. So you see from my first message here, basically just say that I want to build a scroll-driven website for a luxury real estate brand. Thinking something like a cliff-top property in Cape Town, all this. And then, it gives me something back. And basically what I've done here is set the feel and an opening sequence as well as a tagline for my idea. This is all for the background part of the prompt. And then you notice my second message is sort of like, okay, I don't want it to feel like a normal real estate site. I want it to feel like a 5-star hotel. As someone scrolls down, I want each section to reveal a different part of the property, like a new chapter, setting, architecture, interior, the view, all this, give me a sharper tagline, all that, right? And what I'm doing there, again, I'm talking more towards the role and the ask of it, right? So I'm catering more towards the role and the ask, right? So I gave it a role, so thinking like a hotel brand, not a real estate brand. I gave it the ask, so the chapters, the sharper tagline, and I made it iterate. So tell me what was generic in the first pass. And that back and forth of, prompting it one way and then prompting it and telling it to reevaluate itself is that other final part of Ideate. And so I've broken down the framework into different prompts, not one singular one, but different prompts that are all shaping the way Claude is thinking and is giving me responses, which is honestly the best way that you want to prompt it, the best and most efficient way, right? And so you can use that as you go. BRAAI, background, role, ask, assets, and then iterate. And so once the concept was tight, my last message in there was pretty simple. I just asked it to give me a brief that I can take to Claude Design, and I asked it to keep it open-ended so that design can still ask its own questions. Each tool in the ecosystem has its own thinking, and we don't want to narrow or specify the thinking of one tool when we know we might limit it by doing that. And a quick one, the full BRAAI sheets, every prompt from this video, word for word, it's in my free school community. So link is in the description. You can go grab that, just join the community for free, and you have the assets for yourselves. Okay, so our next step is obviously design. We refined our idea, we know exactly what we want now, and now the goal is, okay, can we see our idea before we start building it out and executing on it? Can we see how it's supposed to look? Can we get advice and sort of leeway from an expert, which in this case would be Claude Design? So you see, I got the prompt that I had from Claude Chat, the chat interface, just pasted it all here, and you see I attached a video, because what a scroll-driven website is a website where as you scroll down, the video plays forward, as you scroll up, the video rewinds, right? And I think you see as I do that here, that's what's happening. Really good website, very, very good quality, very nice luxury feel. Looks really good, right? So the video you're seeing that's playing here, I got it and generated it using Kling AI. You guys can also generate your videos using Kling AI if you'd want to generate a scroll-driven website. I've got a referral link in the description. You can check that out and start generating your own videos with AI the appropriate way, because you can see this looks really realistic and very high quality as well, right? And so I pasted that prompt, and obviously Claude Design had a few more questions for me. Gave it the answers, and it gave me the website back, right? And that's how it looks here. Very nice design. We're scrolling down, we're seeing this, you do not arrive at this place, you ascend to it. It's a really good premium and luxury feel that we've got here. And we basically have our idea. We know what we want to build now. So what you can then do, once you have the design of, this particular thing that you want to be built out, what you can then do is simply go to share, you press share, and then you go to more formats and apps, and then you want to say send. On Cloud Code, you want to press send. And that's where we're going to actually send all of this to Cloud Code, where we can actually build this out and have it ready for other people to genuinely use. So we send that, and then we're going to copy this prompt here that you see. You copy that, and then will take you to Cloud Code. So I took it to Cloud Code. So I pasted the prompt and I basically just pressed send and it started building it out. So yeah, it's basically it. I asked it to make it fully interactive and ready to be seen locally on my computer. And Cloud Code did that for me, right? And now we basically have a website that's fully interactive and that people can use. And I'll switch to that and show you how that looks right now. And yeah, this is basically the site. This is the site, guys. Looks really good. You scroll and wow, this is just amazing, honestly. It's not my first time seeing it and I'm still like shocked as to like the quality and how amazing it looks. There's no limits as to what you guys can do with AI. I mean, this is literally just this is the bottom of the barrel. Like, you can do so much more with it. There's so much potential to build a lot of great things with AI without even being able to code at that. So it's amazing stuff here. Yeah, we'll scroll back up. We see it's playing back. Really nice website, fully interactive. And yeah, that's our website. And we covered the design part and we covered the build and execute part in sort of like one step. So exporting the design stuff all to Cloud Code and then building it out and having it basically in front of us as we see here. So yeah, amazing stuff. And I know some of you are watching this right now and you're thinking, look, Tapu, I've got a job. I don't need to build scroll-driven websites. Like, it looks amazing, it looks cool, yes, sure, but I don't need to build this. It doesn't have to be a website. Everything that you watch literally translates directly to what you do day to day within your business. Whether you want to come up with a proposal at your job, whether you want to come up with a pitch deck at your job, whether you've been asked to come up with a presentation, to come up with a dashboard, to come up with anything that you can think of. You're going to use the exact framework that I've shown you today to actually, well, build on that stuff. Say you want to come up with your next proposal. You've been asked to do that. You're going to have to refine your idea, ideate part, design how it should look. You go to Claude Design for that, engineer, so you build it out with Cloud Code, and then automate if you have to. You can use Cloud Code for that, which I'm about to go into in the next step. You see, the people that are able to use AI in this specific way, who understand how AI is used in this way, they won't stay invisible for long at your job, within your company, within your business that you're running. You will be noticed. And the last part of the framework that we have, the idea framework we have, is automate. And for this, we're going to use Cloud Cowork, right? If you haven't heard of it already, Cloud Cowork is basically an AI agent that's able to carry out tasks for you on your computer. And so you give it a task, you give it a job to do something, it's able to go and pull files, go and see stuff within your computer, and actually go and carry out the specific jobs that you can. So use cases could vary very differently. I mean, if you're an audit and accountant, you can literally get it to vouch things automatically for you on your computer if you have the documents there already, right? So you can immediately see the significance of how important it is to stuff that you're doing. So you think if you're doing anything repetitive, any heavy lifting of any sort, and it's actually repetitive, you can think to hook up Cloud Cowork on that and get it to do your work for you in a sense. And the truth is, the top 1% of people using AI aren't necessarily smarter than you. They've just built a reflex for going and finding these tools. And I remember back in the day, I was automating stuff like vouching, right? I would have invoices on my computer. I would have Claude be able to cross-reference and see whether something is matching up to something else, and it would give me the results, and I would simply just go and put that into some Excel document. And so that's the whole framework, the whole idea framework. Ideate, design, engineer, and automate. One rough thought and you watch it become a real working thing in this video. That's literally the process, and I've given it directly to you. So here's what I want from you. Just simply drop a comment of some idea that you'd run through this. Maybe thinking of building an app. Maybe you're putting a client deck proposal. Maybe you're building websites. The one thing that you'd build if technicality wasn't in your way anymore, which if you watch this video, it no longer is. One thing about me is I go through all my comments and I'll read each and every one of them and respond to them. within the time that I've posted the video. Yeah, so go ahead and drop those comments, and I'm happy to start reading them. If you're still sitting there and you're wondering, okay, Tapua, I've watched this video, I've gotten the framework, but which idea is actually worth my time, and what if I want to go deeper into this and actually build something that might earn me a side hustle or some side income within what I'm already doing? That's a different question, and that's a more personal one, and that's something I can actually help you with the link in the description at airoadmap.co.za. You see it in the pinned comment, and I can simply put you onto one of my spots for one-on-one roadmap sessions. But again, you don't necessarily need a call with me to, sort of break down your idea, because I've already made a video on it, right? It's called Try These 3 AI Businesses. You can check that out and see which business is actually tailored to what you want right now. You can watch that video, and obviously I break down the 3 AI businesses that are actually working in South Africa. So yeah, I'll add it as a sort of video card that you see at the top of the screen somewhere here, and now you can watch that as well after this video. And that's the end of the video, guys. So yeah, as we said, look, 1 in 4 people are actually using AI, and an even smaller percentage are using it the appropriate way. And that just means there's so much potential for you to be a part of the people that are genuinely making something different with AI. There's no gap as to how you can learn with this stuff. There's no gap as to what you can build, no limit as to how much you can earn with it, because the demand for the products made with AI is there. All you simply have to do is have the discipline to put in the work to genuinely build this stuff out, and just stay consistent, right? And that's the reason I'm so focused on putting out all this content for free and putting out all this value for free. If God shines light upon me and I'm able to reflect that light onto you guys and give you guys the knowledge necessary to monetize this stuff and maybe even put yourselves out of bad situations, then why shouldn't I, right? And ultimately, that's what I want to do with this channel. And so, yeah, with all that said, that is the end of the video. If you liked what you saw, if you found value in this, please do subscribe. It does help. And as always, I'm wishing you all Godspeed on your journeys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.